Hello everyone. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know how to start this because I don't really know that there's a right way to start everything that I'm about to say. So we're just gonna dive right in. I am in a face mask and bathrobe because I'm getting ready to go take a bubble bath. And I've got some wine, so I figured this was the perfect time to introduce this little series that I'm gonna start putting up here on YouTube. So I have had the unfortunate situation of being exposed to COVID-19. Kevin and I have both been exposed in a prolonged period of time when we didn't know. So we were exposed more than once, and we are now quarantining and isolating because of this. So what that means is we have to stay isolated per the public health department of our county. They have told us to stay here until at least December 12th or 13th, and then we will get tested again and kind of see where we're at. But we have to stay in isolation and isolated from each other for at least that long. So this is something that I know a lot of people have had to deal with. It's not unique to me and my situation. It is something a lot of people have had to deal with during this pandemic, but I haven't seen anyone really talk about it or take a look at what that would look like for a lot of people. So I wanted to kind of do a video series of what all this time in quarantine, which is gonna end up being a little less than a month, is going to look like for me personally. So for starters, just kind of as the intro, Kevin and I are having to isolate from each other because if one person gets symptoms and the other doesn't, we can't risk getting the other person sick. So Kevin is currently in the living room while I am in our bedroom. And since we only have a one-bedroom apartment, it does make things a little tricky. And I plan on kind of showing you guys the system we have come up with to keep things as separated as we possibly can right now. So far, the biggest thing is we just spend no time together. Kevin stays over there in the living room, and I stay in here. Obviously, we have to share a bathroom and a kitchen, but for the most part, it's not horrible. We just have to stay separated. There can be no touching or anything like that, and we cannot come into contact with each other because then our quarantine isolation period starts all over again. So we're doing our best. So today is our third full day, which is the 25th. It is Wednesday the 25th. We went and found out that we had been exposed on Saturday the 21st and went and got tested Sunday the 22nd. And then by Monday the 23rd, we had been told that my test was negative, but that because of the nature of this virus, we had to isolate just in case. So that's kind of the whole timeline. Monday was our first full day of completely isolating, no contact, always 6 feet apart, wiping down everything 24/7, and sleeping apart. He's sleeping in the living room and I'm in the bedroom, like I said. So kind of that's where we're at so far. Honestly, it's not so bad so far, but it's only been a couple of days, and I'm sure the longer we do this, the worse it's gonna feel. But that's kind of why I wanted to do this. I wanted it to be an honest look at what this looks like for people, especially since I am not getting paid time off, and I don't qualify for unemployment because I still have my job. I just cannot be at it. So it's gonna look really weird. I'm not making any money right now. I have no income, and I have applied for a public health assistance program, basically, that lasts for 10 days while you are out of work because you've been exposed to COVID. So I haven't been approved for that yet, but that is kind of where we're at right now, and what that looks like. So I just wanted to do a little video diary, I guess, is going to be a little bit more of what this is than like a typical vlog, because it's basically just going to be inside my apartment and a lot of me like just talking to you and showing you what I'm doing every day. But I thought it would be interesting to kind of show you what it looks like, and what it looks like in a 1-bedroom apartment with no income. So yeah, that's just kind of the intro. So far, like I said, it's only been a few days, 3 total days of not being allowed to have contact with people out in the world. So far, it hasn't been horrible, but I know it's only gonna get worse. Yeah, so I just wanted to give everyone a little view into what this is gonna look like over the next several weeks. Yeah. So I do want to show you someone who has been very helpful, and I know is going to be the highlight of this quarantine period, is our little baby girl here, Pepper. She's such a sweet pea and such a goof, and she is so playful and silly, and she keeps the positivity going. So she'll definitely be a main feature in this whole situation. Just look at those faces. Look at those eyes. Good morning, everyone. It's about 7:30 or a little after. And I just wanted to show you kind of how I start my mornings. It starts at different times. Honestly, every morning I don't get up this early usually. I'm not up till like 9 or 9:30. But the cat was very demanding this morning, so here we are. It is Thursday. It's Thanksgiving, and we are having a quarantine Thanksgiving. A friend of mine is bringing over dinner for us tonight, so that'll be nice. And then, yeah, it'll honestly just be like a regular day in quarantine. So this is day 4. Yeah, here we go. So even not in quarantine, the way that I start my morning off is with some coffee and a book. But in quarantine, it's been that much more important to kind of do that for me. It's a good way for me to just kind of wake up and become one with the world before I start doing anything else like on my to-do list. So I'm gonna read. I don't really read for a specific time or anything like that, but I always read a little bit, and then I journal. So I haven't been doing this every day, but I've been doing it most days, and it's a good way to just kind of get my thoughts out, and whether it's like, oh, I had this really weird dream and not about quarantine at all, or if it is, it's just a good way to kind of get your thoughts out and get ready for the day. I do this too, just like in normal times as well. Not as often. I don't purpose as much to do it, but it's definitely going to be something I'm going to try and do more just because it has been so helpful. So yeah, that's kind of the first steps of the morning, and then yeah, just kind of see what happens after that. So I'm done reading, and I've kind of just been being lazy. Honestly, I haven't been doing anything. But I wanted to show you guys kind of how I've been staying organized and kind of like what's keeping me moving while I can't do anything. So since I'm not working, I'm kind of using this time to work on my blog and my Instagram and YouTube. And I'm going to be doing like some more content for here and more content across all those platforms just to kind of keep things going. So I wanted to show you how I've kind of been doing that. Right now I've just been like doing some internet searching of like new bedding and random shit like that. So it hasn't been that exciting. But I wanted to just kind of show you the next steps that go into my day. So the main way that I have been keeping words are so hard lately. The way that I have been keeping organized is just kind of jotting down everything in my Google Calendar. So I use it on the computer, but then I also do it on the app on my phone. And I've basically just kind of assigned each day certain things. So like Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays are going to be content days, prep days, all that good stuff, shooting days. Tuesdays is going to be like admin, blog admin, getting other content done, posting links, doing all that good stuff. So this is kind of how I've been staying organized and giving myself a brief kind of schedule to do every day. I've also been using the reminder app and the notes app in my phone to kind of keep a to-do list of things I need to get done that day. So like if I need to do the dishes or clean the cat box or like whatever, like those types of tasks don't get put in my calendar just because they just happen throughout the day kind of sporadically. So I've been doing my best to do things like that. And then it also kind of just keeps me reminded, like, the things that need to get done. Because Kevin was exposed more than I was, his chances of getting it are much higher. So he is not to touch anything. And then everything that I do, I have to do very carefully with gloves, with antibacterial wipes, all that good stuff. So I'll show you a little bit of how that goes today, and then that's kind of it. At least for like the morning part of the day, the beginning part of the day is just so much of getting things prepped, kind of being lazy. It feels weird to do too much too quickly because then I feel like I run out of things to do for the day. So it just kind of makes sense to take things slow when I first wake up and then do things as I go. And I don't mind having to do things up until like 10 p.m. at night because there's nothing else to do. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. This little angel just came up to snuggle me. I woke her up because I was talking to the camera, but she came up here and she's laying up against my leg. So I was gonna go make some food, but I guess I will wait now until she's decided to move. Because now she's just so cute and snuggly. So I just finished eating lunch and I'm just kind of chilling out, getting ready to do some more blog stuff. And that's gonna kind of be my whole day. So I've got some writing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do some SEO learning because I haven't been utilizing it probably the way that I should, and I need to get better at that and like figure it out a little bit more. So I'm gonna work on that. And then I've got some basic chores, like I need to do the dishes, I need to sweep, and I need to clean the cat box. So it's kind of what I've got on the docket for the rest of the day as far as productivity goes. But yeah, cat's trying to break into the closet. We have to wipe everything down. We can only each be in one place at a time. So if I'm in the kitchen, he has to wait, vice versa. So it's kind of tedious and can be a little frustrating, but not the end of the world. And we're figuring out slowly but surely. So this is a blog post I'm going to write that's going out on Saturday. And then while I do blog stuff and just general things, I watch a movie or a TV show that like I've seen a lot. That's what this noise is in the background, if you can hear it. She is trying to get into the closets and she's not allowed to. So this is what we do all day, every day. But yeah, watching a movie that I've seen a million times so I can do stuff over here. So I am currently getting to go do the only exciting thing that we get to do these days, and that is check the mail. I actually talked to my public health worker I've been working with today, and she let me know that I am totally allowed to go take walks, so that'll also probably be happening in the future. Alrighty, I'm back inside now, and it is sufficiently dark and cold outside, which is kind of nice because at least lets me feel like the day has progressed. But I'm gonna do a little yoga with Adrian real fast. Probably just like 2 quick videos, just kind of stretch out because I'm sitting so much. Then I'm gonna take a shower, and that's gonna be the extent of it. Honestly, it's not gonna get much more exciting than that. I do have a friend who's coming to bring over some dinner in an hour or so for Thanksgiving, so then we'll get to do that. But yeah, that is pretty much it. It's all you can really do when you're confined to one room in your house. So I'm new to this YouTube thing and like vlogging thing and like really bad at it, so I apologize. But I wanted to show you, my friend Carly brought us Thanksgiving dinner and it was so good, and I am gonna show you all now. But I already have obviously been eating it. This right here was pie, so that went first. Sweet potatoes, cranberry sauce, green beans, and this was pork. It was absolutely delicious. My lovely spill I already made. But, you know, it's what happens when you eat in bed. So, yeah. I'm just gonna watch a movie now and just chill out, but thank you so much. I know she's watching this, and I've already told her a million times how grateful I am for her, but seriously, she has been a godsend during this whole situation. She obviously made and brought us Thanksgiving dinner, and then she has been the one shopping for us, which is amazing. So we've been sending her a grocery list whenever we have things we need picked up, and she just picks it up and drops it off at our doorstep for us, and then I Venmo her and we call it good. And it has been amazing. It's so helpful to have someone like that who's willing to do those little things for you. So I'm currently editing this vlog now, and I just realized that I never did an outro yesterday to end this first video. So if it looks very familiar and like what I was wearing yesterday, you would be correct, because why get dressed up if you can't even really leave the bedroom? But I just wanted to say that this vlog is definitely going to be longer than the other ones I plan on making for this series. This one was definitely like the intro, the timeline, all the background, and then the other videos are going to be probably no longer than 10 minutes, just to kind of give you a quick snapshot in case anything different happens, weird happens, something funny, if I start to lose my mind, things like that. So keep an eye out for those. I don't have a posting schedule for them totally yet, mainly just because I don't know how many days at a time I'm gonna do. I kind of feel like maybe 3 days at a time in each video will probably go well and go best and stay under that 10-minute mark, just doing little quick things, so we shall see. But thank you for making it to the end of this video. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so you can keep seeing the rest of the things I'm going to be putting up here during the next 18 days that I am in quarantine. So yeah, thank you, and hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving.